Once upon a time, nestled within a serene village, lived a wise old man named Akira. This wasn't just any village, and Akira was far from your average old man. He was a beacon of wisdom, a reservoir of insight, and to the villagers, he was an oracle of sorts. In the heart of this quaint settlement, Akira's reputation resonated through every home, every marketplace, every bustling street and quiet corner. His name was synonymous with wisdom, and his wise words were regarded as the ultimate solutions to the most complex problems. Yes, that's right. When the villagers found themselves in a tangle, it was Akira they sought. From the smallest of disputes to the most intricate dilemmas, Akira's wisdom had a way of untangling knots, of shining light into the darkest corners. His reputation was not unfounded. Time and again he had proved his mettle, unraveled mysteries, and provided guidance that seemed to come from a place of deep understanding and clarity. His wisdom was not just revered, it commanded respect. Respect that echoed in the hushed whispers of the village folk, respect that was evident in the wide-eyed wonder of the children as they listened to his tales and parables. Akira was not just an old man. He was a living testament to the power of wisdom and the profound impact it could have on the lives of others. But as is often the case, where there is reverence, there is also curiosity. And in this village, that curiosity came in the form of a group of mischievous boys. These boys, brimming with youthful energy and an insatiable appetite for mischief, decided one day to test the wisdom of Akira. They hatched a plan they believed would stump the wise old man and provide them with a moment of amusement at his expense. Little did they know they were about to embark on a journey of self-discovery. However, one day a group of mischievous boys decided to test Akira's wisdom. Armed with cheeky grins and a beautiful butterfly, the boys approached Akira. Their eyes sparkled with mischief as they revealed their plan. "We've got a challenge for you, wise Akira," one of them announced. Clutching the fragile butterfly gently in his hands, the boys presented their riddle. "Is the butterfly alive or dead? If you say it's alive, we will crush it. If you say it's dead, we will let it fly away." Their laughter filled the air as they reveled in their cleverness, believing they had created an unsolvable dilemma. The boys, sure of their victory, awaited Akira's answer with eager anticipation. They believed they had outsmarted the old man, that their prank would leave him stumped. But whilst they were confident in their plan, Akira saw through their mischief. Akira, understanding their intentions, smiled and prepared to teach them a lesson. With a calm demeanor, Akira looked at the boys and responded, "The answer is in your hands, young ones." His voice was gentle, yet it held an echo of profound wisdom. It was as if he was not just speaking to the boys before him, but to every soul that yearned for understanding. The boys blinked, taken aback. They had thought they could outsmart Akira, but his unexpected response had thrown them off balance. Their mischievous grins began to fade, replaced by expressions of confusion. The butterfly, a delicate creature caught in their prank, fluttered anxiously in the boys' grasp. Akira's eyes twinkled with a knowing smile. He knew that his words had planted a seed of thought in their young minds. He continued, "Life and death are in your hands. The power to choose is a responsibility that each of us carries. Use it wisely." His words hung in the air, a profound truth wrapped in a simple statement. The boys stared at him, their faces a mixture of bewilderment and awe. The butterfly in their hands suddenly seemed much more than just a prop for their prank. It was a life that they held the power over. The boys were silent, their prank forgotten. They looked at each other, then back at Akira. His words had sparked a contemplation within them. They had come to trick the old man, but they had been the ones to learn a lesson. Akira's response had been more than an answer to their prank. It was a lesson about the power and responsibility of choice. His words were a reminder that the choices we make have consequences, and the power we hold should be used wisely. With a wisdom-filled smile, Akira walked away, leaving the boys in thought. The butterfly, now free, fluttered away into the sky, a symbol of the lesson they had just learned. The boys watched it fly away, a newfound understanding reflected in their eyes. The boys, left in a state of contemplation, finally understood the wisdom behind Akira's words. In the gentle breeze of the late afternoon they stood, their mischievous grins now replaced by expressions of deep thought. The butterfly, delicate and vibrant, fluttered in the firm grasp of the boy's hand, its fate hanging in the balance. As they looked at the tiny creature, the boys began to comprehend the profound truth in Akira's simple words. "The answer is in your hands, young ones." The words echoed in their minds, a riddle that held a profound truth. The boys realized that it was not Akira who held the power over the butterfly's fate, but they themselves. The butterfly's life was not in the old man's hands, but in theirs. The power to choose, to decide between life and death, was all along within their grasp. Suddenly, the playful prank seemed much more significant. It was no longer about outsmarting an old man. It was about the responsibility that came with the power to choose. The boys began to understand that their actions had consequences, and not just for them, but for others too. The life of this butterfly, as insignificant as it may seem, was impacted by their decision. With newfound respect for the responsibility they held, the boys slowly opened their hands. The butterfly, once a captive in their game, now took to the skies, its wings catching the sunlight as it danced away into the distance. They watched in silence, their hearts filled with a sense of understanding and humility. The lesson that day was not just about a butterfly. It was about the power of choice, the responsibility that comes with it, and the far-reaching consequences of our decisions. It was about understanding that our actions impact not only ourselves but those around us. And so, the boys learned that the power of choice is a responsibility and that their decisions can have far-reaching consequences.